At the Border 1979 by Chaman Hardy. So what's it about? Well, it's actually about a historical event when the war in Iraq ended and exiles who'd been forced to flee the country to Iran actually returned into Iraq once again. We also have this poem told by a child, so it's a child's perspective, which in a sense means it can be seen as naive, but then that's very, very superficial to say that. It actually allows the poet Chaman Hardy to be brutally honest about the situation that they have, in that these people are returning to a place that actually is probably not very different from the place they're leaving, but because there's such emotion invested in the place, it feels very, very different because it's home. So repeated ideas. The repeated idea here really is the idea of hope, that these people are going home and the people there are embracing that and looking forward to it. Tone. Well, I think you can be clever here. There's a very, very hopeful tone throughout and an optimistic tone with people, as I say, looking forward to returning to their homeland. But actually, you could also say that there's a bit of a sarcastic tone here. Or perhaps not sarcastic. It's very difficult to put your finger on it, but there's a sense that even the child knows that actually this place isn't going to be very different materially from the other place. It's quite a cynical tone, perhaps, is the way to say it. So individual words. Well, there's absolutely loads, really. But the crucial thing here is chain. This idea of the chain that goes across the border and makes a blockade, makes a barrier, a border itself, when effectively there is no border. And as the narrator says, everywhere looks the same, the ground looks the same, the land looks the same. But there is this, if you look on line 5, thick iron chain that divides the two lands. Okay, any alliteration or other techniques? Well, it's written in a very conversant tone, a very conversant style. We've got it it's in prose almost. So rhyme and rhythm. Not really any rhyme here because it's written in prose, however there is rhythm. It sounds exciting. The excitement of the people that are described in the poem is conveyed by the different sorts of sentencing that we have here. There's some enjambment, some things are completely stopped, we've got dashes, we've got semicolons to finish lines as well. But more than anything, let's look at this first stanza. It is your last checking point in this country. We grabbed a drink. Soon everything would taste different. There's a real sense, a palpable sense of that excitement. And then the structure. We've got very irregular stanzas here. None of them are in any sense similar, really. Crucially, stanza 2 I think is quite important because it's highlighting that it is so short, and we have quite an important sentiment running through it. The land under our feet continued, divided by a thick iron chain. It's linked very much to that title, At the Border. Thank you very much.